Hi you guys, we are back in the Crème kitchen featuring our contest winner this month by a landslide. The soup that won, broccoli cheese soup. I had no idea you guys had such a love affair with this dish. I actually had to kind of sit down and write out what I did in our soup because I really just kind of do it from memory. So let's start. I've got my pan heated up on medium heat. To that, I want you to put in 1 stick of salted butter. And while that begins to melt, I'm going to start by chopping 1 medium-sized white onion. You could use yellow if you wanted to. I'll let you. While our onion is softening in the butter, I'm going to get 2 nice-sized carrots. I'm going to peel them and then I'm going to grate them. I'm just going to use my trusty handy-dandy box grater. If you wanted to, you could put it in a food processor too. I like to work for my food. Okay, we've got our carrots shredded. Let's get them in the pot with the onion. Next, I want you to find a 1-pound bag of frozen broccoli. I find that it works best in the soup recipe. I want you to have it partially thawed, and you're just gonna chunk it up. I don't want anything real small because the more the soup simmers and the more you stir, it kind of naturally just breaks apart anyway. Now what do? We put it in the pot with the rest of the ingredients. While we have our vegetables softening in the pan, I'm going to grate 8 ounces of medium sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to let those vegetables saute over medium heat for about 5 or 10 minutes. The other cheese we're going to use, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. It is my go-to for things like this. The old standby. Velveeta. We're going to use half of a box and I'm going to cube it up. Yay. Boom. You're not going to find broccoli cheese soup like this anywhere unless you use Velveeta. I'm sorry, you have to. Let's take a look and see how our vegetables are doing. What we do next is we get 2 containers of chicken broth and we're dumping them right in. I'm gonna keep this aside. Okay, here's what I did. I put 1.5 boxes of the chicken broth in. I'm gonna add all my other ingredients and then at the end we'll see if we need any more. Okay, we're gonna let that simmer. We're gonna bring it up to a really light boil and then we're gonna add our cheese. We've had our broth and our vegetables simmering for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to get them nice and soft. We're ready to add our cheese. Now this is the time you want to turn this down. We're going to turn it down to medium low. Cheese is starting to melt. We've turned down the heat a little bit here. Now we're going to add a little bit of seasoning. 2 teaspoons. I know it seems like a lot, but you want it in there. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. We'll just start with 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. We can always add more later if we want. On top of that, your fresh ground black pepper. We're going to let this simmer again for about another 10 minutes or so. You want to bring it back up to temperature slowly. All right, guys, let's check on our soup. Ooh, pretty. I actually have it down on a simmer now. Simmer down now. Simmer down now, Ava. Simmer. Simmer down. You want 2 cups of cream going in. I personally don't like any thickening agent in my soup. I like it to simmer and kind of thicken on its own. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna let this simmer on low. Make sure your lid is off. What was it, the movie we were watching with Melissa McCarthy, and every time she took her glasses off, she was like this. Hi, how you doing?
She did better.
What?
Like,
hi Ava, how you doing?
hi. Can you take your glasses off for me?
Sure. Let's see how our soup is doing now. You know, the nice thing about this too, for all of you low carb eaters, you know that's not us in this house. The nice thing is, there's not a single carb in here. It could be called keto. All right, I am going to dish up, I'm gonna spoon up a couple of these little dishes. It's real hot. Here we go. Wait, we're not done though. We're not done yet. Hold on. You're welcome for that. More cheese. And Adrian, would you like to try some soup?
Yes.
Say yes.
Sounds yummy.
I'm gonna get out of the way so you guys can eat the magic.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
actually so good. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually so good. It's actually so good. Like, I didn't force you to say that it's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you again for coming into my kitchen. Contest winner, broccoli cheese soup. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe. I can't wait to have you here next week. Bye. Oh my God.